Hey guys, what's up? You got your captains here giving your week 5 waiver wire pickups. I'm Frank. We got Rob here. Um, it could be a short video, not too much. There were injuries, but not a ton to make you run to the waiver wires this week. What do you got, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, last week was much bigger ad week with the likes of Jordan Howard and such. Yeah, really. I mean, this week it's more of depth with bye weeks coming up. So at wide receiver, you need depth with Sammy Watkins out. Robert Woods kind of stepped up there and seemed to be the target in Buffalo. For me, he's a good ad in a PPR league if you need some wide receiver depth.
Yeah, he was number 2 on my list, so I do like Robert Woods for sure. Another guy that's probably sitting there and ready to pick up, he's number 1 on my list, and I picked him up like a week or two ago, is Kenneth Dixon.
Well,
I
yeah,
I know Terrence West had a good he's another guy you can pick up too, Terrence West.
on my list. Yep.
Yeah, but Terrence West is going to lose his job by what do you say, week 7?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, the backfield's been a mess. I mean, Terrence West was impressive this week. If he continues to impress, then Dixon might not get it right off the bat. But Dixon is the most talent, and yeah, when he comes back, he should get the job. But if you need running back help immediately, and West is out there, he's a good pickup this week as well.
Agreed. Another wide receiver I liked, and he could be on your waiver wire, is Eddie Royal. He's actually had a pretty good season. He was on your list too?
That was the next one I was going to bring up. In deeper leagues, you can look at Eddie Royal. I mean, White's getting a ton of targets, and Jeffrey's there, but Hoyer seems to like Royal.
Yeah, exactly. And I noticed that this week. I'm like, why is Royal getting all these TDs? Why don't you go through your list and I'll see who I can see if I got to add anything.
Yeah, I mean that was my biggest three. Really, besides that, there's not a ton. I mean, unless people like you said didn't pick up Jordan Howard in your leagues. I mean, there are some leagues that
Of
I've seen
course.
some guys out there that are strange. So the Dwayne Washington now got hurt, so he was a good pickup. But yeah, I mean, there's not a ton out there. There's not a lot of injuries this week, and as far as depth, those are the really only guys that kind of shine this week in my book.
Yeah, talk to our fans about you dropping Palmer for Wentz. What was your logic there, buddy?
Well, the fact that I knew Palmer was going to get hurt this week and not
Yeah, exactly.
because I'm brilliant. That's
Oh yeah, the greatest of all time.
Palmer's
Um,
struggling, and he hadn't been doing well, and I knew he was fragile as well, and he's a guy that to me was droppable for a quarterback like Wentz, who's been hot, and I grabbed him on his bye week because that's when people aren't looking to pick people up, so I snagged him this week in one of the leagues.
yeah, that's true. That's true. The only other stash that you might want to, you don't even have to get him this week, but you might want to start keeping an eye out is Dion Lewis. He's coming back with, what did you say, in the next 3 or 4 weeks? If you have the room on your bench, he might be a good stash play. I don't have room on my bench right now, but keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, well, bye weeks is tough. It's a great call though, because James White obviously has done nothing, so it's going to be Lewis when it comes back. And I mean, Blunt's been great, but Belichick love using Lewis, so I agree with you there. Yeah, if you could stash him, he's worth the flyer, absolutely.
But Brady's back this week, and I think that's going to help White out a lot personally.
Yeah, he could. It could help guys like Hogan out too, who have been nothing and probably dropped in a lot of leagues too. I've been kind of holding on to Hogan just to see how him and Brady are. I didn't trust it with all the quarterback rotation they had. I want to see how Hogan and Brady are because Hogan could be a nice PPR play if him and Brady mesh.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that's it, guys. Short and sweet this week. There is guys like Rob said that you should make sure, like Bilal Powell, make sure he's not on waiver. He's on my list. Just make sure he's not on waivers because you got to pick guys up like that. But that's it for us, and good luck.
Yep, go get him.
Go Giants.